Okay, that was good. That was good, y'all. I almost stopped the video, and those of y'all that have seen the video would have been mad at me had I not seen that last part. Always watch to the end, friends. Always watch to the end. Hello, welcome to the Pitchy Podcast. My name is Stephanie. Today we are going to be I'm going to be reacting to a Pentatonix cover of Aha. This is the Imogen Heap cover, or this is Imogen Heap's song that Pentatonix is covering. I chose this song because I wanted to find something that was in the Halloween realm. Since today is Halloween, well, the day that this video is going to be released is Halloween. So this was the one that YouTube brought me to, and based on the thumbnail, they look kind of spooky. So I hope that it works. A couple things of note in case you are new here. First of all, hello, I'm glad you're here. Second thing, please know that I am not a vocal professional. However, I have been blessed to sing in professional spaces. So I believe that gives me a unique ability to be able to articulate the things that I like, that I hear. However, if you've watched some of my videos, you've seen that some of the folks that are viewers are way more knowledgeable than me with terminology, musical terminology and things like that. So I'm very grateful to our viewers that can help me put voice and correct terminology to the things that I like when I hear them. Another thing, please remember that this is a reaction video. Lots of stops and starts and lots of my commentary. If you want to see the video without interruption, it will be down in the description. So check that out and then hop back up and check out my reaction. Last thing of note is please remember that we are on Patreon. So lots more Pentatonix and Pentatonix adjacent content there. I have done a full recording of my reaction to the recording of Evergreen, and that is there for Patreons who subscribe for $5 per month. That is also there to be sold by itself for a small fee if you want to check that out, just that. If you want to join for free, there is content there, full content there that you can view for free. We are currently on the sing-off journey of Pentatonix. We are having a blast taking a look at how Pentatonix began on the sing-off and taking that journey. That's been a lot of fun for me, and I've been hearing from many patrons that it's been fun for them to take a look at that as well. There is solo work from Pentatonix that I've reacted to. So much content on Patreon. We would love for you to be a part of that community for only $5 per month. Without any further ado, let's check out Aha, Pentatonix cover of an Imogen Heap song. Let's go. Ooh, the title's even creepy. Oh, this is looking creepy. Okay.
I was scared. I was scared.
All right, guys. Do any of you know a scary story?
Okay, this is appropriate then. Scary.
There's one that comes to mind.
Eat, sleep, and breathe that you're full of the stuff. Go back and tie it up tight. Wheat, meat, dairy-free, take total happy, clappy, high on life. You should try it. You should know. You should know. Go on while no one's looking. Caught you red-handed in the biscuit tin. Cost you to keep me quiet.
Okay, I have so much to say. I'm going to try to keep it brief. First of all, the thing that stands out about this particular video is that this is one of only 2 videos that I've seen of Pentatonix where they are not the sole storyline. The Ed Sheeran song, Perfect. I reacted to that one. That had a storyline outside of just Pentatonix themselves. And this is another, but this one is even more defined. Like, that storyline was a little bit abstract to me. I asked the viewers to try to help me to understand what was actually going on in that storyline. Although it was, you could kind of figure it out based on the lyrics. This is like full story, which is what the young lady at the very beginning asked for. She asked for an actual story. They are this is an actual, like, almost movie, which I am not a horror movie fan, so I hope they don't get too scary in this video, because I don't do the scary movies. No, I do not like a good jump scare. But I am, in fact, very happy that this is very, like, Halloween forward, scary forward. Very happy about that for this particular week. What Kevin is doing with the percussion sound that he's making, and the pace that he's keeping, and the pace that it's such a quick pace to do consistently, timing wise, right? Because he and Avi are working in tandem, as they do. His bass sound, Avi's bass sound, along with Kevin's percussive sounds, are working in tandem to build the foundation of what our trio is doing. So it is really hard to keep timing on something quick, because you're going to want to tend to drag the longer it goes, if that makes sense. So, and I understand that this is a video. So, they are singing to themselves. However, when they recorded this, they had to keep the timing. And they might have had like a metronome in their ear to help keep the timing, but it is still such an incredible skill to be able to keep the pace of that foundational bass and percussive sound, so that the trio can do all the flourishes on top. Per usual, theatrically, they are giving, they are giving what is appropriate, acting wise, for this particular video, and it is outstanding. I'm so curious to see, because I sort of recognize the song. Don't know what's going to happen with the storyline. They popping up in different places in the house being spooky. So I'm incredibly excited to see not only vocally where the rest of this video goes, but also visually and storyline wise where the story is going to go. Let's keep moving. Well, we'll back up a little bit and then we'll keep pushing.
Golden boy boots, pocket pedestal, making sharp, smart moves. Plastic, tin can, paper separated. Busy bee, wave save the planet flag. But sneaky in suburbia.
Give Mitch. They are all giving space. Go ahead, Avi.
To keep me quiet.
Okay, I have to stop, because the beginning of that last verse, when my mouth was like, did you hear what Kevin was doing? Like, the percussion was even more sped up and even more intricate. Crazy. Mitch, his solo work in this particular song is perfection for this particular song. I love the texture of his solo, of his voice singing the solo part, because Mitch is going to give theatrical. They all do, but Mitch in particular is going to give theatrical when it is necessary in a vocal. So I love him as the lead, and I love the harmonies and the color that Scott and Kirsty are bringing around his solo work. Oh, when that man came up, and they already kind of scared, right? When he came up and put his arm like around his wife, if I was the wife, he might have got punched in the face real quick, because we already on edge, right? Like, that was a brave move, bud, because that could have not went well.
Cause you to keep me quiet.
Look at him. I love that. I love that.
is sweetest utmost, and everything it's so charming. Very charming and well-read, can play the
Kirsty
full
is
notes
giving.
and melodies, and put the deepest
Guys, God.
Swiss trust in you. No one saw it coming.
Go ahead, Mitch.
Caused you to keep me quiet.
Okay. I was not ready for the operetics of it all and the classical of it all, but I should have. I should have seen that coming. Giving. And before Mitch was doing all that, it felt like Kirsty and Scott were also doing some really cool melody lines around what Mitch was doing, which was really, really gorgeous. Avi is holding down. He is holding down that bass part because it's really interesting with this song. You would imagine that it might be a little bit in a more of it being in a lower range since it's kind of creepy, but a lot of it is in a higher range. But what Avi is bringing is that deeper, darker tone with his bass element that almost makes it dually creepy, right? Because you have what I just described about Avi in the lower register, and then you have what Mitch and Scott and Kirsty are doing in the higher register, kind of sounding like that ghosty sound, that kind of ghosty haunting sound. It's kind of like a dual scare, like a dual creepiness that they're bringing that is really cool, very cool, and kind of unexpected. And I'm glad that just popped into my brain because it was like, okay, why are these higher register vocals feeling creepy too? But that's why. It's kind of like the they're pulling off the creep factor for sure.
Caused you to keep me quiet.
Hey! 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 That was good. That was wait, there's more. They was in the trunk. Okay, that was good. That was good, y'all. I almost stopped the video, and those of y'all that have seen the video would have been mad at me had I not seen that last part. That was good. Whoever thought of the storyline of that was good. Always watch to the end, friends. Always watch to the end. Oh, that was good. That was, okay. That was the appropriate amount of creepy for me without being too creepy. That was great. Oh, I'm so glad that I found that video. That's they are so good at the theatrics that I'm glad that they've done other things other than just like Christmas music. That they've branched out and done so many different kinds of music. I think Halloween really lends well to their vocal and their theatrical prowess as well. So that was fantastic. I hope y'all enjoyed this reaction. If you did, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of our Pentatonix reactions. Remember also, if you like these reactions, there are more on Patreon. And I'm so glad that you joined me today. And I hope you have a great day. And if you're celebrating Halloween today, I hope you have a wonderful, safe, and spooky time. Bye-bye.